welcome to my channel. If you're new, and if you're not new, welcome back, sis. So today we're going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me. I've asked a couple of my Instagram followers to put some questions / discussion topics in my DM. So if you want to see how I achieved this look and the skincare routine that I did prior to doing this makeup look, then stay tuned, and please, as always, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. She wanna run me
Cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody.
It is 6 o'clock in the morning and these eye patches feel so good. I let them sit in the refrigerator. I definitely needed this and it feels really good.
Things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you faint. I always want the truth, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not fake. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase.
Okay guys, so as you just saw, we just finished up my skincare routine and we are honestly about to just get right into the chit chat, get ready with me. I am using a couple of different products, but a lot of my products are the same, but they will all be in the description. They'll all be in the description box below. So like I said, this is a chit chat, get ready with me, and you guys, it is so early in the morning, seriously. So I asked a couple of my followers on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, please go do so. I'm not very active on Instagram, but still. I got some questions and some like discussion topics. So I'm not necessarily going to be focused on telling you guys how I achieved this look. You're just going to have to really just kind of watch and follow along. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the comment. Of course, I'll answer them. But like I said, you guys asked questions and there's some great questions in here and some great discussion topics. So thank you so much to everybody who contributed. Without you guys, I probably wouldn't have had anything to talk about. Like every time I'd be like, oh, What am I gonna talk about? What am I gonna say? So questions and discussion topics are always like super helpful for me. Y'all, this is about to be hard. I think this might be a little harder than I thought. I really be trying to concentrate when I do my makeup. Okay, here we go. Like I said, there was a good number of you guys who had left questions and discussion topics, so we're just gonna get right into it. The first one, which looks like a topic, it says life update, cooking, vegan stuff, etc. And this is one of my friends, so so life update. I'm okay. Am I okay? I am finishing my spring semester of college, and we only have, I'm taking classes this summer, but after this summer we will only have 2 semesters left of school before I graduate. It has been an extremely long time coming, but I'm here and I'm very excited to be graduating very, very soon. So that's that about school. Family is good. But yeah, right now I'm focused on school. I'm focused on like getting out of school and finishing school. I'm focused on ministry. I'm focused on, oh, how did I forget this? Okay, but no, seriously, I don't know how I forgot this, y'all, but I have been in the gym, and I have been treating my body better. This is definitely long overdue. I've been saying that I wanted to change my eating habits, and I wanted to change, like, I wanted to get back in the gym, and I want to do this and I want to do that, but honestly I just never did it. So, well, it just took me a long time to do it, I'll say that. So it's been about it's been about a month since the last time I ate meat, and it's been a little over a month since the last time I have had like fast food or processed foods. Is vegan food processed foods or what? Let me know, because if vegan restaurants have processed foods, then I've had processed foods, but I'm still learning, y'all. But I love this foundation, babe. Oh my god, I got makeup on my robe, but I'm extremely excited. See, y'all, it's only one question and it's taking me forever. I'm very excited to be making this transition to no longer eating meat. Not just for like the purpose of losing weight, but I'm trying to break generational curses in my family. I'm trying to really like move different and do different and be better and live as long as God desires and God plans for me to live. I do not want to struggle with health diseases that can be prevented. I know that like meat and processed foods and like there's a lot of food plays a big part of that, basically. So we're making this transition. It has not been the easiest. However, my body feels so amazing. I have so much more energy. I'll keep you guys posted on the things that I'm eating now because, like I said, I am still learning, so I'm keeping it pretty simple with just like fruits and vegetables. I haven't really got all the way out there with like vegan, like cooking vegan foods, like vegan recipes. But I've been doing a little, I know I look crazy, y'all, just hold on. I've been doing a little bit of like I said, some research, and I found some things that I do really want to try. So we're gonna see how that goes. And oh my goodness, my skin is really glowing. This foundation, the Morphe Glow Stunner, is what I'm using. The best by far. But I'll keep y'all posted on that. Basically, another question slash topic said, well, this is a question for sure. It says, how is your mental health? Okay, how's my mental health? I am great, better than ever. I will say though, if it was not for Jesus, I would literally be curled up in a ball somewhere, ready to like off myself. And I say that because things get rough. Is this the wrong? Bruh, you're lying to me. How did you do that? I put the wrong lash on. I already don't have tweezers. It is what it is. We're here. No, but if I was not saved and I didn't have a relationship with Jesus, I don't know where I would be or what I would be doing right now. Life would literally be in shambles. But being that I am saved and I understand that all of my stress, nerves, anxiety, sadness, hurt, pain, guilt, shame, literally everything was taken care of when he died for me. I literally have no worries. And when trouble and like trials do come, I know what to do about it, and I know who to go to, and I know the problem solver. When I have a problem, I have access to go to the one who solves my problems, and my problems get solved. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I don't know what was wrong, but something just did not feel right about the lashes. But I also haven't worn lashes in like 3 weeks, so maybe it's just, I don't know. Anyway, I think I answered the question about my mental health. Basically, I'm good. And Jesus is the reason why I'm good. Like, he is literally the only reason why I'm not freaking out about life. I literally could not imagine doing life apart from Jesus, because as a believer, like, it be times where it's like, okay, God, like, this is a little much. Like, I need you to step in. I need your help. So, like, apart from him, oh my goodness. This says, talk about how much you love and miss me. I love you, and I really do miss you. And we really are long overdue for breakfast or lunch or just hanging out for real. This says, should people be allowed to adopt outside of their race? I am probably not the one who needs to be answering this question. But I don't know. Like, I don't feel like, I mean, like, why not? If you want a baby that's outside of your race, then that's up to you, right? I don't really, honestly, I don't feel like I need to be sharing my opinion about that because it's not very positive. So yeah. The next topic says your childhood. Honestly, okay. So I grew up on the west side of Detroit. Really, I kind of grew up in like different areas, but I feel like I'll talk about what I remember and what was like most impactful for me as a child. I grew up on like off of Joy Road on Tireman. I went to Dixon Elementary School. I also went to John R. King for a millisecond. But even though I was like in a hood basically, and like I was surrounded by regular stuff in that environment, I feel like my parents did a phenomenal job with not making me feel like I was in that environment, if that makes sense. Like, I've always felt safe. I've always felt ooh, hold on. I was always like taken care of. I don't really like remember in my childhood me ever like really going without for real, or like, oh my gosh, like we're struggling. Like, one thing that I appreciate about my parents is that they allowed me to be a child. Like, and I feel like that's important, and that's one thing that I will definitely take to my take on from them and make sure that I do for my children, because even if they were struggling, they never let me see it. Yeah, like they never really let me see that we were struggling if we were. And life was good to me. So and I obviously, like, you know, growing up where I grew up, I saw things that I personally don't feel like a child should see, and I witnessed a lot of things that I don't feel like a child should witness. But overall, like, for the most part, like, I feel like I was able to really be a child and experience an actual childhood. And I don't think that a lot of people who either grew up in those neighborhoods, I don't feel like a lot of people have the I don't think a lot of people can say that. So that was definitely a blessing. I did too much on the contour. Like, girl, oh my gosh. It's okay, we'll fix it. But yeah, that's how I feel about, or that's what I have to say about my childhood. Oh y'all, I skipped one. Okay, so this one says, how did you get into ministry? And I also have, I'm gonna just combine these. One of the questions said, how did you get into ministry? And the other one said, being under 30 in ministry. Okay, so how did I get into ministry? God called me. It was not by choice, and I am so glad that I answered the call, because sis is living her best life, like seriously. So basically, like, that was my answer in short. But basically, when I got to school, my friend Bria, well, when I got to, yeah, my friend Bria had, we were trying to find, me and my friends were trying to find a church, and my friend Bria had recommended the church that I go to now. She said her mother knew who my pastor, my now pastor, was. She heard him preach before. She was like, you know, you guys should go try it out. So we tried it out, and I think we went like twice, and then we ended up joining. And then soon after, I started to volunteer at church, or others know it as like serving in ministry. And soon after, I started to I took our teachers training, I don't know if you would say class, it was like training. So I did teachers training, and then I just, as I was serving and, you know, just obeying God, I bumped right into my purpose. And I discovered that God was calling me to preach. And it was one of the most like uncomfortable things that I probably experienced by far. I was like, no, God, there's no way. Of all the people you can use, all these people, and you want me? Like, you want me to be your mouthpiece. You want me to, like, oh my gosh, y'all, that was like a whole thing for me. But long story short, I answered the call, and here we are. Yeah, I got into ministry because God called me, basically. And through my obedience of just doing what he said and just following the leadership of the leader who he placed over me, I ran right into my purpose, right into my calling, right into being in ministry. Now, the B part of the question, being in ministry, like being under 30 in ministry, y'all. Okay, let me preface to say that I love being young and on fire for Christ, and like just doing what he says, and being like being able to serve his people, and you know, just being able to be used by him. I absolutely love it, and it's such an honor and a privilege to be able to do this. But I didn't hop out the gate loving it. I was very uncomfortable because like you said, I'm under 30. I'm very young, and the church that I go to, like, there's a lot of like older people there. And so when you are a minister, you're also a leader, right? And so I'm leading people who are like, you're old enough to be like my mom's mom. And I'm not trying to be funny, but it's like, that's the reality. And so I had to really, it was a big adjustment for me internally and like mentally to really just confidently walk in who God has called me to be. Now it's like, it is what it is. This is what God called me to do. This is what He chose. So yeah, this next question: what helped you start your spiritual journey? Okay, it's summer 2016. I recently, at that time, had just got out of like a pretty ugly relationship, and following that relationship, I found myself in some pretty ugly situations, and I got to a point where I was so heartbroken, and I'm like, God, I can't do this anymore. I need you. Like, it got bad to the point where I'm like, I surrendered, basically. Like, basically God allowed things to get bad enough to the point where my back was against the wall, and I had to totally like surrender to Him, give my life to Him, and let Him take control. And so that basically, I would say, is how everything started. I was tired of like searching for something in people and searching for validation and love and affection, and you know, just like searching for stuff in guys. Like, I was over it. That's how God got my attention, basically, and that's how everything started. As I'm talking and looking at your question, I don't think that's what you meant, but I don't know what you meant, so I'm gonna just give the other part of that answer. So everything that I needed was connected to the church that I had joined. Like the people, the teachings, the preaching. Like, what really helped me start was having people connected to me who were able to like hold my hand along the way. In other words, who were able to disciple me. Because for anyone who is new in Christ, you're not going to be able to learn scripture by yourself. You're not going to be able to do life by yourself. So in short, everything that I needed was in the church that God called for me to join, basically. This says morning routine question mark. So I don't know if this was like a suggestion for a video, but honestly, have a morning routine. Like, my mornings are different every morning. At some point in the morning or in the day, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to eat some food and probably go to work. It's pretty regular. This says body care routine. Y'all, so I use I probably look so dumb doing this. Right now I'm using the Way body wash with the Way body scrub and feminine wash And for like my lotion, really am not too choosy with the lotion. It just has to be non-scented. So right now I'm just using this the Vaseline lotion in the white bottle. Okay, what is self-worth to you? To me, let me preface to say self-worth begins with like knowing yourself, knowing who you are, and knowing your value, right? You cannot know yourself, know your value, or know who you are without being connected to the one who created you, and that is God. But to me, self-worth is knowing who you are, knowing your value, and being true to who you are. And so that looks like not compromising, not settling, and treating yourself accordingly, basically. I hope that answers the question, because the way that I thought it, like the way that it is up here, is not how it came out of my mouth. So I hope that makes sense. This one says, are women really the problem? Are women really the problem? No, but for real, I feel like and I'm just taking this in a context of how I'm thinking about it. I don't know if this is how like if I'm correctly interpreting the question or the like topic, but I see all day long on social media about women ain't this and men ain't that and da 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 da. And honestly, I feel like this topic is kind of subjective, because in some situations women are the problem. Yes, I said it. Like, women, we can definitely be the problem. And a lot of women may not want to hear that, because a lot of us like don't do well with accountability and just holding ourselves accountable and being honest about where we are and our actions and stuff like that. We feel like we're perfect, we can do no wrong. And on the flip side, I feel like also there are you know, some men who have a lot of growing to do and have a lot of work to do. So I think it's both, and I think it's subjective based off of the situation, and especially at this age, like next question. Talk about how women should focus more on self-care. Okay, I will talk about it. First of all, you cannot pour from an empty cup. That is a saying that I will forever hold very close, because I wholeheartedly agree. Like, you must take care of yourself as a woman and as a man. Like, you, in order to be your best self, you have to practice self-care, and that goes far beyond, it goes far beyond the exterior. I think that a lot of us women, and maybe some men, I don't know, look at self-care as like, oh, like I need to go to Starbucks. And like, don't get me wrong, it is great to have, like, you know, just some time to sit and chill, quiet yourself, quiet your environment, do a little, you know, maintenance and stuff like that. That's fine. I'm not knocking it. But if you're not taking care of your spirit, if you're not taking care of your mind, if you are not taking care of your body, like physically, then are you taking care of yourself? forgot my highlighter. Okay, I'll wait till it's dry. And like you said, we should focus more on self-care, because we focus so much on, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta be this person for this person, I have to show up this way for, you know. And not to say, I'm not knocking any of that, because we do have to do this, and we do have responsibilities, but we also, like, we need to be real about taking care of ourselves as well. All right, how this one says knowing your value. I feel like I kind of talked about that when we talked about like self-worth. When you know your value, you do not have to settle or compromise or tolerate things that you are really not okay with. And in addition to that, when you know your value and you treat yourself like you know your value, then honestly you're showing other people how to treat you. Okay, it says, how have you grown as a woman? I feel like I'm growing every single day. I'm growing constantly as a woman. However, I feel like I've gotten to the point where I can finally see, like, I'm maturing so much. Like, and people have always said, like, oh my gosh, you're so mature, da, 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 da. But I can really see myself, like, I have a long way to go. I am not there yet. However, I am not where I used to be, and I thank God for that. I've matured. I have become less selfish, while also not compromising at the same time. I'm more vision focused and just focused on like my purpose, my assignment, and not letting anyone or anything get in the way of that. I'm more concerned about other people knowing their purpose. My peace is way more important to me than it used to be. Like, I used to stay in environments and situations and friendships and stuff like that, relationships, whatever, that were like interrupting my peace. Now we don't have time for that anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for asking questions and for just interacting with me with this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is